first half. Really pleased with the outcome.
Yeah, look fantastic. I think we were in the game an awful lot in the first half, but Limerick got 6 great scores there with maybe the last 5 minutes of the first half. We missed the score, I think at 10-8, it was to 10-9, and then they're very good at transitioning the ball and finding the spare man, and they got 6 points just before half time. And obviously it was a disappointing end to the first half for us, but we were delighted with our lads. We showed great heart in the second half, got 1-1 straight off and brought us back into the game, and we worked our socks off, and after that to get back into it.
Is it too simple to say that energy levels are a big factor in that second half, in the sense that you probably have more done than Limerick?
I don't know about that, like, but we've a lot of fellas, we've a lot more fellas than they have playing Fitzgibbon, like, so I don't think that was it. I think our fellas worked their socks off. We had a lot of fellas who were tired bodies towards the end of it. They have a bank of work done that's 5 or 6 years time. That are 5 or 6 years on the go, so they have a bank of work that's done, that they did before Christmas and they had this. So I wouldn't say that. I think our fellas just stuck at it.
What's the early situation with Robbie O'Flynn?
Not too sure at the moment. Look, should we get him X-ray and stuff like that? Not too sure, to be honest.
Pat, like you say, you were in the infrared in the first half. Was that the message to the lads, like that it wasn't an 8-point game at the time? It was just Limerick got a run and.
Yeah, we had 15 shots, they had 14 shots. You know, and we had a lot of. I think everyone could see that we had maybe 5 or 6 really handy wides, but that's this time of the year. And we expected our fellas. We left them get a run of us towards us. We probably didn't work hard enough for that 6 minutes. We were waiting for the whistle to go at half time. And you can't do that at senior at the county level, especially against the likes of Limerick, who are past masters. That last couple of minutes in each half, whether it is the first half or the second half, they get a bulk of their scores and have won a lot of games, and that they show great mentality. But our fellas stuck out in the second half quite later.
And is that what's most pleasing, so that you got the last 3 points, like in the 10 minutes of injury time? Like you say, when Limerick are so good at that, they were too, that you didn't let them do the same thing again?
Yeah, I suppose, in fairness, they got a couple of good scores. In fairness, they came back into it. Obviously, Robbie's injury we had a bit of momentum, and that killed the momentum. And in fairness, they got those. But I thought, we defended manfully in the second half. I'm not too sure what we scored in the second half to get 6 points or something. Maybe. So very proud. We 2 fellas making a debut in the back line. I thought they were outstanding, Owen and Connor, and along with all the rest of them. And it was great to get the win in the end. Do you know what I mean? It was nice to get the win, but we move on now next week to Galway.
And it was the goals got you back into it. I suppose, would you have expected to have more goal chances in the first half? Was that something you wanted to improve on in the second half?
Yeah, that's something we want to improve upon. I thought Hoggy turned his man the first half going straight through. I think Robbie Flynn had another great opportunity. That just missed the post, and he got the same opportunity in the second half and he clubbed it. I think if we want to be doing anything this year, we have to be getting 3-4 goals in every match. We got 2 today, and we'd like to be getting another one if we can.
And you said after maybe all the Munster League games, how you wanted honesty and kind of desire and hard work, and Declan's goal probably exemplified that, like the way that he wasn't the favourite to get to that ball that Robbie sent across, but he got there and got the shot in, and he was rewarded back.
Exactly. Declan emptied the tank for us. He worked really hard. Probably would have preferred to be on more ball instead and get more opportunities for scores, but he got his opportunity, really fought hard for that ball and got a fantastic goal for us, and that gave us more momentum to get back into the game. And we missed a couple of scoring opportunities after that as well, but there's stuff that we can work on going forward. And obviously we park this game and we move on Tuesday night now to Galway.
What have you learned most from the 2 games of Limerick so far this year?
Well, that they're very good, I suppose, is the thing, and that they have a lot of players to come back to. Obviously, I suppose the one thing that you learn playing Limerick is that you have to try and close them down as best as possible, and they're brilliant at transitioning the ball out of defence, and fantastic, really high skill levels, and stuff. But you have to match them with effort. Their effort is outstanding, and I thought, we didn't, for about the 6 minutes period before half time, we didn't match them with that effort. And they just pulled away from us. In the second half, we did match them with effort, and we were able to stick with them. And maybe we had a couple of more seasoned campaigners to bring on and got us over the line.
And overall, are you happy where you are at this stage in your early part of your managerial career? We're doing our best as it is. There's a long way from here now to the 30th of April. That's where we want to get to, and we have a lot more to work on. And obviously, we have a lot of fellas that have been carrying with the niggling injuries that will come back now next week. We have 3 or 4 coming back over the next 2 weeks. We've UCC now playing next week. We've 12 fellas involved with UCC and 2 fellas involved with UL. So just need to manage that.
Perfect.
That's